ladies and gentlemen, it's Rooster, aka James Bowen, aka some guy hauling a bunch of beer. What we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about some terminology used that's really not, I don't think it's being used properly. We got truck driver shortage, ATA's favorite word. We need more money for government programs that really aren't doing anything but except making the turnover worse. Just today, they changed the numbers. It was 80,000, now 63,000 for this year, and I think it's still 120 something thousand for next year, something like that. What this number comes from, ATA asks everybody, hey, if you can hire somebody, how many can you hire? And, the trucks companies go out, these count how many trucks they got sitting idle and say, we got this many idle, we need this many people to make all our trucks run. So, in my opinion, that's what it is, because nobody can get a straight answer out of the ATA. Another thing that is, it's capacity shortage. Now, I think this is really being used improperly. I don't think we have a capacity shortage, because if you go out to your local Walmart distribution center, Home Depot, Lowe's, they got trailers stacked everywhere. They're having to lease property from down the road and wherever they can get a yard dog to haul the trailer to in order to get these things stored till, let's see, it's July now. Usually what it was like late November, early December when I was a yard truck driver at Home Depot, Lake Park, Georgia. We finally got everything hauled off. It's not that kind of capacity shortage. It's not needing the trailers. We got the trailers. We got boot coodles of trailers from the freaking COVID pandemic. That's another thing I'm about to talk about. We don't have the stuff to go in them. We don't have the goods. See, what we had during COVID, and I'm going to make some people mad because I love doing it. We had an artificial bump in cargo. We had all this stuff that was shipped over from China, all these masks, all these COVID kits, all this other stuff, all the goods, because guess what? Everybody went the small package. We had Prime, we had Etsy, we had everything else under the sun. Alibaba. So it became a problem when everything went to going down. We had all these trailers. Now, it used to be kind of fluid. Now, since we're not ordering that much, check out your local Freight Waves broadcast from today or yesterday, and they talk about we had a small bump in freight from China, but kind of went down the toilet. And, everybody's scratching their heads. Are we going to get all of our Christmas stuff this year, because it's getting about to be that time. All that stuff gets hauled out here. I don't know how many boats sitting off the coast of California. There's a couple dozen in Canada because they got a strike going on. ILWU's up there having a strike, but I don't know. I don't think we got a whole bunch hiding off the coast of Mexico like they used to do during the pandemic, but it's really what people need to figure out what our typical freight level should be. Grab all your data and don't do 3 years. Please, I'm tired of seeing 3-year data. Go to 5-year, go to 10-year. Grab a straight edge, run that sucker up from 10 years ago to now, and avoid that big hump. That big hump's a lie. I know the pandemic happened. I lost my dad during it, but that was an anomaly. That was not a natural evolution of the cycle. It was just a 2.5-year bump, but everything went crazy. So, please use your head on this when you're talking about these terminologies. We're getting them a little bit mixed up with what's going on. There's not really a truck driver shortage. We have, I think it would come out last week, about 2.2 drivers per truck plated out on the road right now. We got drivers. The issue is we have so much turnover You have companies with over 125, 150%, even higher than that, I've heard. Driver turnover. And when you're having to hire 2, 3 people to hope and pray they stay to hold a truck down for at least 365 days, it's not good. And this is one of the issues that we see in this Teamster versus UPS fight that's going on. Sure, the 50 some odd, 53 I think it was, local issues that they had to work out on the local level before they even start on the national level. But the problem is, the national level, that's where you get your pay rate, your benefits, how many part-timers you're going to have. Are part-timers going to get paid minimum wage, or are they going to get paid $20 an hour? I heard $27 an hour is what they wanted for the part-time people. I kind of agree with them, because I know some companies paying that. I know some companies paying part-timers $32 an hour. You know, out there out off of 35. I'm not going to name the company, but you know, those guys out there getting paid real good just to be part-time guys. But it's, you got to look at this issue and make sure we're using the right terminology to describe the right things. We don't have a capacity shortage. We have a goods shortage. We don't have the capacity to hold the capacity. We don't have the capacity to go in the capacity.